red-nosed reindeer has a very shiny nose. Welcomes you to Wolf Farms. I am Knitting Wolf.
Ho, ho, ho. And I am Santa Claus, here as a special guest on the Wolf Farm podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find them on the internet at wolffarms.net. They have a special this month, which is all of the lovely Christmas fragrances in their shop, 25% off. So swing on by their shop, check out all the sales. I'm sure you'll find something you'll enjoy. Oh, oh, oh.
So this week's segments include Farm Happenings, In the Coop, Flown the Coop, Squeal like a pig, In the Arena, and Roundup.
All right, let's get on to Farm Happenings.
Wait a minute, I need to breathe a minute. Farm Happenings. We had chemo this week. Fuji, you can't really see her. Get up here and see.
Our little tiny reindeer.
Our little tiny reindeer. Yeah. She has lymphoma and was diagnosed in 2013. Why are you looking at me?
Because your antlers were skewing Santa over here.
And so she had another chemo this week. So, yeah. And I gotta take this off a minute. I can't breathe. And while we were there, because this is one of the big chemos they do, so it's a long procedure. And the oncologist brought this little something in for me to play with. Look at that.
Little baby Chi.
Little baby applehead chihuahua.
It's already got a name. Of course, it's not for us.
No.
Someone else has already claimed it.
I named it Buffy.
Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Well, the vet where Fuji's now going is a 24-hour emergency vet, and they say they get a lot of drop-offs and stuff like that over there. And so every time we seem to go in there, one of the drop-offs magically appears into our room by the help of our oncologist. So the last one was White Lab.
Baby puppy.
And so this go around, it was a Chihuahua. Don would have taken him home if it hadn't been claimed, I think.
It fit in my purse. I tried hard.
Yes, she did.
She was a cutie. Yeah. So, yeah. Someone I think would be very upset. I can't even see you, Fuji, around this nose. So, yep, so far we're handling the chemo pretty well this time. I mean, it's a little nausea related.
Well, they're changing things up from the other chemo drugs that she'd gotten before, and so these are of the same family, but they're new drugs. So we're waiting to see how she reacts to that. And so far, so good. No issues with the new ones. So. Come give Santa a kiss. Oh, ho, ho.
That I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus. I got a dog nose under my lap here.
My Queensland reindeer here.
So, and then besides, doing normal getting ready for Christmas stuff, wrapping gifts, making cookies and baking and
all that good stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff, all the normal happenings going on, so.
Yeah, working on trying to get started on your puzzle over there.
Yeah, I just haven't had time.
Yeah.
Trouble keeps eating the pieces.
Our cat.
Yeah.
Well, then he throws them down, and then the dog
they
says,
have a
hey,
joint,
let's go play with this.
Yeah.
So hopefully we have all the pieces still intact. But we'll see.
Yeah. So, Farmer's Almanac. Our question this week comes from Ann McGee, and it is there an animal that you don't have on the farm but would like to someday, one day?
Yep, a little Chihuahua.
Yeah, let's go back to... Yeah, but as I'm sure you're referring to like big animals, we'd always planned for alpacas. We have the corrals and everything, but after doing the Angora goats and the pig, and no.
We decided that we like
big
our
animal farm girl. I like the
chickens,
the ducks,
the easy to care for animals. Yeah. No big animals.
No big animals.
Other than dogs.
Yeah, it's just no.
We'll go visit.
It's much easier to just buy alpaca yarn or Angora yarn. It's already done. You don't have to.
That was my argument from the get-go.
I don't listen.
But fortunately, we learned by having some that maybe it's not as fun and enjoyable as you might have thought.
No, not for me. Not when I'm like, because it takes away from the gardening and the orchard, and that's you know, it's too much.
We'll be getting more chickens.
Yeah.
You know, because we like those. They're easy to care for. They give us eggs. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any large animals. I think we've learned.
Yeah. Dundee is.
He's looking for Santa's cookies.
Santa's cookies. I have the plate and the cup on the table. On the table, and he's like helping himself.
It's like, hey, there's a plate. There should be some food on it. Ho ho ho! He doesn't know what to think of Santa.
Make him nose it. So, are we done?
I think so. In the coop.
In the coop.
Daddy, Santa's cooking over here.
I know. So
it gets a little warm, and I can see why up at the North Pole where Santa would want to be nice and bundled up, but in the middle of the high desert, it's probably not such a good idea.
Yeah, you need your surfboard.
Yeah, I need my tank top and my surf shorts, my flip-flops.
So this is my Groovy socks. It is lollipop yarn hootenanny colorway, size 1 needles, and the Groovy pattern. So there's
done
the
right.
Done right, yes. So you can even tell the foot.
No pattern on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm almost caught up to what I had. So worked on that a little bit, and then I worked on my planter's. I can't see around this nose. Planter's Punch, which is Thea Coleman pattern that Therese gifted me, and this is going to be a long. There's the pattern. This is going to take quite a while because all this cabling and twisted stitches and reverse stockinette is on the front and mirrored on the back.
Not an easy.
No.
But see, remember,
and it's
knitting
definitely
is fun.
you got to be thinking, because the chart, I don't want to show it. It is a full page chart. The first chart. There's 2, but and it's you got to kind of blow it up because it's teeny and it's huge.
Yep.
So this is done in vintage DK Barocco.
So don't start that one when you're tired.
And that's why it's gonna raspberry colorway. And done on size 5 Hayas. And I've got my cable needle hanging. Yeah, you don't need to leave these loose. This almost got speared in the.
Don't sit on it. Let's put it that way.
That don't feel too good.
Don't leave it on the chair.
So yeah, this is the back. And there's the arms and then the front. So I figured out, because you start off on the back and then you ended up joining. So yeah, this has got to be when you're not tired, have time to focus. And, yeah.
Pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, because I actually picked it up this morning. I thought, oh, I'll do a row. And I started knitting, going backwards. I never do that. And I'm like, what the hey?
That's something like I would do.
Yeah. I'm like, that cable. And of course, every row is a cable. Of course, I was doing the cable. I'm like, that looks really funky. At least I stopped and thought that looks funky. So that's in my big old Stitch by Sasha bag.
Awesome.
So, yep. It's going to be gorgeous when it's I can't see when it's done, but you know it's gonna.
And you wonder why the dogs make funny turn their head. So their nose is bigger.
Sadie last night watching The Hobbit. What was it? Something Smog.
Oh, the Desolation of Smog.
Sasha be so proud of me.
Yeah, we started watching that last night, and
yep.
She was like, you know, the TV keeps making all these sounds, and
yeah, what are those wolf-looking things? Dogs.
So yeah, she was quite entertained by that movie so far.
Especially when it's on surround sound and you're hearing things coming at all angles, you know.
Get the crooked look.
Yep. So, flown the coop. Flown the coop. I finished up our shared project, and for new listeners, this was a yarn dyed by Knitter's Nightmare for Fuji to raise money for her treatments, and it's called the Fuji Apples colorway. And the pattern is Hyla Brook, which is Paula Eamon Feasley's pattern, and Hylas are little frogs, which are Fuji, our Chihuahua's favorite toy ever in the whole wide world. You know, that's how you know. You can rate how she's feeling if she brings you the frog or you know.
Well, she brings it to you, you know she's feeling good because she wants to play.
So we both knitted on this, and we've taken our time, you know, kind of following her treatment plan. It kind of would have almost fallen exactly through a whole chemo regime, but since she came out of remission, during the chemo, we're kind of we're at a, we don't know really if we're completely starting over or how she'll end up working that. So I went ahead and I finished off the ruffle, and I'm not going to block this because I love how it is scrunchy, you know, because the lace pretty much is opened up, and I love how it's just gushy.
It just doesn't look like it needs to be blocked
Yeah,
at all.
I mean, you could to get that lace open, but I wouldn't want that stockinette
opening as well.
Is it stockinette? Garter stitch. Thank you. I heard you. Yes. So, yeah, I like it all squishy and, you know, just, it's more cuddly and, yeah, it's pretty.
Looks nice.
Yep.
Sparkly.
Yeah, and it's sparkly. She did a phenomenal job on this dyeing. It's just, it's the colors in Fuji's favorite frog too, you know, and.
Yep. Pretty awesome.
I lost the tag. I'm like, where'd that go? Oh, it's covering up my Buddy the Elf, but. Yeah.
Can't forget Buddy.
Nope.
Gotta watch Elf.
What's your favorite color?
Elf Marathon. Should start up right about now, all the way through till New Year's, right?
Yeah. Although we're kind of doing a Hobbit.
Yeah, you know. It's kind of like Buddy, only different.
It's got elves, huh?
It does. They're only different. Breathe.
I know, I can't. So, Squeal like a pig. Squeal like a pig. Valeria, she sent me a pattern because of our title last week, and it ties into our title. That's not why she just sent it, but it's gorgeous. It's called The Princess and the Pea by Lily Go, and trying to find a really good picture of it. It's really pretty. It was a mystery shell. I guess the picture's not coming out. There we go. It's so pretty. That'll have to be like the perfect green though. So that was really cool, and it made me chuckle.
Pretty awesome.
Because of the name, you know. Because that is definitely me. I can't.
Yep.
Wrinkle in the bed, forget it. Blah. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
And then I was gifted a pattern from Sundaisy 920. Oh, there it is. And this is the Rolling Rock by Thea Coleman, which is so awesome. I'm going to show you the back because you don't normally even see this unless you scroll down and look at all the pictures. Look at the back. and it goes into the front of that sweater. It is so pretty. And you know how much I love Thea Coleman's patterns. I want to knit them all. Mm-hmm. And I have that pashmina that I think I'm going to use for this. Because it's between this sweater and the cloudy with the chance of showers sweater. Mm-hmm. But I think I would wear this one more. So, and that yarn, I really want it to be something I wear a lot. And, you know, although I'm going to be scared to wear that because of that. You know, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't want to ruin it. But, yeah, so thank you. The dilemma. Yeah, so thank you so much, Angie and Valerie. I just love those. And then, before I forget, I want a yoga mat. Yay. Yeah, I've been doing these Instagram yoga challenges that they post up at the beginning of the month, just like Geeky Girls Knits. They do the photo challenge, but there are no prizes for that. But I mean, you still post up a picture every day, kind of thing. And the yoga challenges, they offer prizes every day. You know, there's prizes for like silliest photo or romantic photo or outdoor photo, not counting whatever the daily pose is. So yeah, I got it because of Dundee. It was the pet photo.
Yeah, he was really trying to. You were doing a handstand and
he was like all at it. I couldn't get away.
He saw Dawn's face down there at the ground level, and he saw that as an opportunity. And the picture got snapped while he was giving Dawn a lot of kisses. And you know how that is. She's on her hands, and the face is right there. And
he got humorous. It good. So, So I just had to share that because that made me squeal. I was all excited. And then I got some packages this week in the mail. Got, cannot see. This is from...
What's wrong?
Because I can't see nothing. Because this isn't even on. Where are my notes? I didn't put up my notes right. Because this is from Amelia, and she sent a pretty card. Can't see over all this. And some mini skeins for my happy scrappy happy blanket, so I can dig that back out. And she's got all kinds of
tagged with what it
worn
is.
as lace shepherd sock. Yes, and it's cool because I haven't knit with a lot of these before, so it's always neat to Enchanted Knoll Farms and whole bag of mini skeins. So yay, because this is the perfect time of year too to dig that back out because it's big and heavy.
Keep you warm in the cool mornings, huh?
So, all excited to get that back out again.
Awesome.
And then I got another bag of mini skeins, and there's a whole bag of self-striping ones, and then there's just other sock yarns in here, and this is from Angel. And so, a pretty little Hooter card. So that's cool. I can't wait to delve into. Sorry, cannot. I look like one of those old ladies, like, you know, trying to look through their bifocals. I know I'm.
Do you want these?
No, that does make me dizzy. So that was cool. So exciting.
Yeah, lots of mini skeins for you to get started back up on that. Do another row or two on there.
Yeah, that'll be so awesome.
Cool.
And then I got a Christmas box in the mail, and this is from Maddie's mama, and I just love handmade cards. My aunt, well, she's not really my aunt. I don't even know how they're not really related, but I call her Aunt Vicky. But she always makes these homemade cards, and they're so beautiful. You know, and I can just imagine the work, you know, cutting all these out and. Yep. But it's so special. And then a ton of candy canes. It's like a box of my favorite things. my fruit chews that I can eat because they actually use the color from the fruit instead of putting the nasty ended red dye in it. So yes, we're going to go into my whole crunchy episode. Didn't y'all know I was a real hippie? Double mint gum, cute little notepad.
Awesome.
And this is just, I can't see over my nose. A little snowball buddy. Look at this. And yep, you guessed it, that's the Gnome Acres Elf colorway. Look at that little bitty button there. Isn't that cute? The snowflake. See,
awesome.
So cute.
See, I already know what tree that's going on.
Yep.
We have a tree for handmade ornaments.
It's like I'm sniffing. Gotta sniff your package, Lori. So that was really exciting. So
awesome.
Yay!
You had a good week.
Had a good week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
And it's gonna get even better.
I know. We got a couple days left.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is already here.
Yeah, but I must have been a naughty little girl because there's no packages under the tree for me.
Yeah, well, you got a couple days to wait before you start shaking packages.
Yeah, because see, that's why my presents aren't under the tree because that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
She trying to figure out what it is.
No, I'm just organizing them down there.
I know how it is when Santa's at work. The reindeer will play.
In the arena, we mentioned our designer along of Thea Coleman, and that ends at the end of the month. Not for me. I'm going to continue knitting her patterns for the rest of the year because I just love them so much.
Awesome.
So, although this planner's punch is going to give me a punch.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. But you enjoy
It's
it.
fun, though.
Once
Yeah.
you get the rhythm, then it's just go a
Yeah.
little smoother.
I got to find my rhythm.
Oh, push it real good. There's
No,
a commercial.
That
Get that.
salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flashback.
that dates us, doesn't it?
Yeah, it means I just watched it on the commercial on the TV before we did our podcast. What's that?
Oh, because I thought I forgot to click record.
No, we're recording.
That was
See all the numbers? They're still watching. You're still there, right? We pushed on. This is take one.
Yeah. So, and we have our hatch in it, and that's anything you knit, spin, crochet, weave, whatever you hooked
Remember
up.
to take a picture of it before you wrap it, and then you can put it up in the thread and possibly win something, a gift certificate for Wolf Farms.
Yep. So I do want to mention though, because I have been doing prizes during the month of December because I just like to give away prizes, and it's no thread that you can enter. It's just, participation
in the group, and
I'm pulling it from everywhere, YouTube or Ravelry, the Ravelry threads, and so the first prize was a donation, and it's a Lion brand yarn sockies, and this makes one whole pair of socks.
awesome.
And then there was a skein of Knit Picks Felici in it. And I don't know, you could probably make like smaller socks with that. So, I don't know if you heard Dundee, but this prize goes to Family Diva, Sue.
All right, congratulations.
So congratulations. Let me know that you heard your name. And then I thought I would do a bonus couple prizes this week and next week. And this is Desert Vista Dye Works in her summertime self-striping colorway. It's superwash merino, nylon, fingering weight, 462 yards. And this prize goes to Sundaisy 920. Did you hear that?
I don't know what the beep was, but yes, I did.
That was weird.
Ooh.
Is that the whale?
No,
Oh, so, yeah, I gotta show this.
not the whale.
My nose is kind of I have
Awesome.
no idea what that could be.
Little Sun Daisy.
Sun Daisy 920 Angie. Yeah, I know it goes to Angie.
So, yep. So
So-
let Don know that you heard it on the podcast, and
Yeah.
we'll throw that on to Santa's sleigh, and we'll get that off to deliver to you.
And then I thought I would give away a pattern this week too, and that will go to Philippa.
Oh.
Philippa MC. So
Awesome.
let me know what pattern you would like, and I'll get that right off to you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for participating in our different forums, like
Yep.
the Ravelry threads that we have,
And those
the
three
YouTube.
are like every week. So,
Yeah. They're-
it's just some awesome people. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
So congratulations, got some
Yay.
gifts for you,
Yeah.
and I hope you enjoy them.
Yep. So every year we've dressed up different ways. Well, not Santa.
Santa's
it's just
always
lucky. He's
Santa.
been here the past 2 years.
I
or
don't
3
have-
years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows where Wolf Farms is.
Yeah, I know.
It's a stop off. He lets his reindeer get a drink out at the lake.
So tasty. Trouble's climbing our tree. I'm seeing the whole thing wiggle. But every year since we started the podcast, I have read this poem. So I thought let's keep on with the tradition. And 'twas the night before Christmas. I gotta lose my nose where I can read this. And all around me was unfinished knitting, not under the tree. The stocking weren't hung by the chimney with care, 'cause the heels and the toes had not a stitch there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, but I had not finished the caps for their heads. Dad was asleep, he was no help at all, and the sweater for him was 6 inches too small. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I put down my needles to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters. No, I didn't. I tripped over. I'm wrong. See, I have that one memorized.
I know.
Tripped over my yarn and fell with a crash. The tangle of yarn that lay deep as the snow reminded me how much I still had to go. Out on my lawn I heard such a noise, I thought it would wake both Dad and the boys. And although I was tired, my brain a bit thick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. What I heard then left me somewhat perplexed, for not a name I heard was what I expected. Move Ashford, move Lopi, move Addie and Clover, move Reynolds, move Starmore and Norro, move over. Peyton, don't circle around, stay in line. Come now, you sheep, you'll work out just fine. I know this is hard, being just your first year. I'd hate to go back to 8 tiny reindeer. I peered over the sill. What I saw was amazing. 8 woolly sheep on my lawn, all a-grazing. And then in a twinkle I heard at my door, Santa's coming across the porch floor. I rose from my knees and got back on my feet, and as I turned around, Saint Nick did I meet. He was dressed all in wool from his head to his toes, and his clothes were hand-knit from above and below. Not too below. Not like Kimmy knits little shorts she knitted.
No.
Nah.
How do you know Santa doesn't wear knitted shorts? Keep going. Before you turn too red.
A bright Fair Isle sweater he wore on his back, and his toys were all stuffed in an Aran knit sack. His cap was a wonder of baubles and lace, a beautiful frame for his rosy red face. The scarf around his neck could have stretched for a mile, and the socks peeking over his boots were argyle. The backs of his mittens bore an intricate cable, and suddenly on one I spied a small label. SC was the duplicate stitch on the cuff, and I asked, "Hey Nick, did you knit all this stuff?" He proudly replied,
Ho, 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 yes I did. I learned how to knit when I was a kid. He
was a chubby and plump and quite well-dressed old man, and I laughed to myself, for I thought of a plan. I flashed him a grin. I'm so bad. Because I'm mentally changing some of these words. The next thing he knew, he was tied to a chair. He spoke not a word, but looked in his lap, where I'd laid my needles and yarn for a cap. He quickly began knitting, first 1 cap, then 2. For the first time I thought I might really get through. He put heels on the stockings and toes on some socks while I sat back drinking scotch on the rocks. So quickly, like magic, his needles they flew that he was all finished by 1:45. He sprang to a sleigh when I let him go free, and over his shoulder he looked back at me, and I heard him exclaim as he sailed past the moon.
Next year, start your knitting sometime in June. Oh. All right, so
round up.
Round her up.
Santa Claus.
All right. Well, we just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and hope you have a great time with family and friends during your Christmas holiday, and just safe travels to you. Want to remind you, you can get a free gift from Wolf Farms of our video podcast button with any paid order. You just ask for that when you check out, and Santa's helper will stick that in the package for you.
I'm the reindeer.
Huh?
I'm reindeer.
Yeah, you're the helper.
Last year I was elf.
Well, let's see, Santa keeps bringing new people, so...
I know. You'll go. So until next time, let's get cracking.
And hatching it. Ho, 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 ho.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.